Welcome back, everyone. So, if any of you saw my live stream, and I'm sorry for the small glitch, but so Friday the 10th, I did a live stream. It was only about half an hour. We tried to do some mining, which eventually settled on a spot over here. Instead of running into caves over here, I ran into a small other problem. And we'll be talking about that in a minute. So, the 1.19 update came with a really cool feature. The Deep Dark, the Ancient Cities, the Warden, and all of that. And we've talked about eventually going after the Warden. Except for the Warden is really, really tough of a mob. And not something that me, with iron armor, unenchanted, can handle. So, first problem, I can't face the Warden yet. Second issue, when you're setting up your first mine, especially if you're trying to go after diamonds, if you're not going to go caving, you usually make a mine shaft. Shoot it close to bedrock, about Y58. I ran into a problem. Well, first, I wanted to wait and get these on screen, so first two diamonds away. Second thing, so I usually make my shafts about 100 blocks long on each side. So, down our shaft. Yep. That's my problem. I have no desire to summon the Warden, but that's a lot of skulk. I'm at Y0, guys. What do you say? And I figure there's something, a cave or cavern or something like this over here with the skulk sensor, because when I walk over here, it does the same thing. Now, I know what you're thinking. Just go the other direction. Well, that doesn't really work either. So, I had originally planned on just going. So, I don't know if it's just a mixture of the dripstone caves that is over here, if there's a lot of skulk for other reasons, or what. But there's a lot of skulk over here. And I am not prepared for the Warden fight. I know that. So we are probably going to have to move on. Either we're going to have to move up higher, which we can't go too much higher, just because the whole desire for this was diamonds. To go after the Warden, I really want netherite armor. So here's the thing. Fully enchanted, protection 5 armor, netherite armor. The Warden can take you out in 2 hits. 2 hits. Netherite armor. I'm wearing iron. To make netherite, I need, of course, ancient debris, which means gold, but also Diamond. I have 2. Which means I can now make an enchanting setup. Well, with obsidian, which we've got the lava patch up here. How to fix this? I'm not quite sure. We're gonna try something today. See if that works. If not, we'll try something else. Oh yes, there's a lot of these copper ores, some coal down there. I was sort of trying to just get down, so I just ignored it. We'll probably come back and mine a lot of that out, just not at the moment. So what are we gonna do in the meantime? What is my idea? Well, I was thinking maybe it's the fact that we're in the mountains. I don't necessarily think that deep dark and that kind of thing is dependent on biome, because it's a biome all by itself. But I am thinking with as many caves that I have noticed tend to be generated in when you're in the mountains, that might be it. So, what are we gonna do? We are gonna go exploring and try and sink some mine shafts as we explore and see what happens in the meantime. If we run into a bunch of deep dark, so be it. Then we'll probably just run back to this one. If we don't, great, maybe we can get a handful of diamonds. So, just in case, let's go ahead and drop our diamonds and stuff over here. Grab what we are going to take, which isn't a whole lot. We made a second bed, we're going to take that with us. We've already got some cobblestone. The only thing I can say is we could probably pick up some of our dirt. We did pick up some dripstone, but we're not going to take that on with us. And from there, we've already got some food. We're going to go ahead and move on. Now, which direction do we want to move in? Over there, we very obviously have some more mountains. We have some more savanna plateaus over there, some more mountains over there, and obviously some more mountains over there. So we're sort of surrounded by mountains. So whichever way, we're going to have to go through mountains. But I think we're going to go ahead and head that way. That, and I'm just sort of curious. We've got snowy peaks over here, and then it just sort of goes into something else. But first, it is nighttime, so we may need to sleep. Let's go. Well, got some more dripstone caves over here. But by the looks of it, over here, we've got some more stony peaks. which will be nice because we can get plenty of iron and coal from it. And they're really nice, not quite what we're looking for. So we're going to keep going. Oh my. Okay, this is gorgeous. I think I might have found a new base area. That is pretty. Okay, well, up ahead up here, we have an area that instead of being about 120, between 100 and 120, where we've been ranging for the most part, looks to be right about 64, 65, which is water level, as you can see by the water. I guess I should say sea level. But beyond it, we have a small area over here, which also looks to be right around that area before sloping back up into some gigantic hills. Not a huge space, but a good sized space over here. Um, I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and sink a mine right in through here. With us not having the humongous mountain ranges, we should be able to have a little bit less caves. But I'm also thinking with the water, we'll be able to, if we run into caves, they're going to be the more aquifer type caves. Let's sleep. Which means they're going to be water filled instead of mob filled. And, or in this case, sculk filled. So, let's go ahead and pick up a couple of these ores real quick. I'm seeing a lot of iron before we go ahead and start doing some mining. I will see you guys down at the bottom if we make it that far. Okay, as you can see, we are just about at deep slate level. So let's go ahead and see here if we're having any better luck. And I'm just trying to set it down about 0. Not trying to go clear down to Y58, which is where I usually go, or Y negative 58. But right about Y0. Okay, so I'm not quite at the 100 block point, but I am about halfway there. And I'm not getting any biome changes, which was the main thing that I was looking at. If you looked at it when we were at the other location, about halfway down, well, not quite about halfway down, but even once we got down that far, the biome was already showing deep dark. Whereas, oh, we went the wrong direction. This is still saying plains. It switched back to river a little while ago. So I think we're going to be pretty safe here. So I am going to go ahead and shoot down a couple of strip mines, a couple of lines. See if we can get some diamonds here and go from there. I think doing it near the water certainly helped. Most of the caves that we did run into on the way down were more water filled, which I think is a good thing. Though we see a couple of, and here's the other thing is, when I'm looking at my map as well, I'm seeing mobs popping up. We're not actually running into any, but I am seeing mobs that are popping up, which I find as a good thing, just because in the deep dark, the only mob that does spawn is the warden. So seeing them on my map sort of tells me that, hey, this is an area where mobs actually spawn. This isn't going to be a deep dark area. So we're going to go ahead and sleep. Put some more lines in and be back in a little bit once I get some more diamonds. And welcome back. So we are back here. We only ended up doing the one mine. I managed to sink it down to negative 58 even. So, I'm figuring there's something probably special over here. And that's why there is so much deep dark, because I did not run into any skulk at all over there. I did go ahead and mark it. It's about 1,100 blocks away. So, I mean, if we're going to go mining, we'll probably try and find something closer, but we may not be able to. It does mean that I probably will not leave my base here. If there is an ancient city, which is what I am considering, then that is nice. The problem is that means there's going to be a lot of skulk, and I don't want to keep accidentally summoning the warden every single time that I need to go take something down to bedrock, whether it is a slime farm, a iron farm, or anything like that. Things that I tend to do, that you tend to build up and down. I don't want to have to worry about running into skulk every single time I do that. So, but we'll have to do some more exploring over there. In the meantime, what did we walk away with? So, I've spent a good little while mining. It was day 17 when I started. It's day 21 now. So, what did we end up with? A lot, actually. So, let's see. We have some coal. 34 diamonds. That's the big thing. 34 diamonds. That's quite a lot. But we also made quite a lot of hallways. So I didn't spend a whole bunch of time right there at Y0. I shot down to Y negative 58. So hence the diamonds. We did run into one emerald, but that was right over here. That wasn't over at the mine. Well, I guess the mine is right there, but yeah. In the mountain area, we ran into the emerald. We picked it up over there, whereas the mine is a little bit farther in that Stony Shore area. Some flints, not really a big deal. Quite a bit of lapis, some copper. I didn't pick it all up. Some gold, which is awesome. Some iron, and some redstone dust, which is all good. It's all things that we've been needing. Go ahead and organize this a little bit. We're gonna our treasure chest, and let's go ahead and put all of our treasure items in it. And by that I mean all of our ores. So we've got a good stock. We've got some redstone dust now, which means we're gonna start working on some redstone builds. I think the biggest build that we are going to be doing in the next couple of episodes is our wool farm, because as I'm sure you remember, wool is now an anti-vibration block, which means if I've got a skulk here, or a skulk sensor, skulk wool, and I am jumping on this block, if this was stone, I'd be sending off this, I'd be setting off this sensor. If it's wool, no vibrations. So, if we're going to do anything deep into the world over here, I think we are going to have to take care of that. So, thank you for watching this episode, and I will see you guys on the next Minecraft day. This is Amethyst64 signing off. Have a great and wonderful Minecraft day.